All right, what's up, Tycho? I'm super excited for today's video. We're looking at SushiSwap. This is the native cryptocurrency for, SushiSwap, the ticker symbol SUSHI, Sushi. Okay, now this one was a viewer request. I do viewer requests every single week. So, let me know down below in the comment section what cryptos or stocks you guys would like me to analyze for you. And I'll go ahead and drop it, as soon as I can. Okay, so there's a lot going on the chart. All right, if it's your first time watching one of my videos, I'll break it down for you so you can kind of understand what's going on really. So these yellow lines, first off, are going to be my weekly chart major support and resistance levels. So that's where I got those lines from. Right, we're looking at the daily chart currently, and I went ahead and I have our daily demand zones here, okay, in the green boxes. All right, now these are areas where there is a demand imbalance and that causes the price of the token to rise, right? And then these red boxes are what's known as supply zones, and this is where there is a supply imbalance, meaning there's more supply than demand, and so the price is going to drop until there is, demand enough for it to go back up, right? And there's been a nice rally. Okay, it recently went from 272 all the way up to really about 5. Okay, so almost 100% on that rally right there. Really nice to see that on Sushi. Things are pulling back. All right, what's happening is we're entering into our supply zone. Okay, this is the first time we've entered into the supply zone. We've tested it 1, 2, 3 times back here. We've been in this area, and for right now, we're just now getting into it. We wicked all the way up to the top and then came back down. And we are having a red day. The market is pulling back, but there's some good things. Okay, there's still some bullish opportunities and bullish cases for this chart, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit more so you guys can tell. We're going to take a look at the RSI here first. We have what's known as some bullish divergence. All right, that is when in each one of these circles you can see here we have we have our low, we have a lower low, and then a lower low. Here we have a low, we have a higher low, and then we have another higher low. All right, this is what's known as bullish divergence. And this is, an indicator that traders and people using technical analysis will look at to show signs of bullishness, right? To indicate that there's some future bullish activity. And sure enough, we had that very nice rally, like I said, about 100% almost. And we are pulling back. Now, the level that I'm really going to be watching for, okay, is going to be 378. If we come back here and find support at 378 or near it, okay, just a little bit under, we will have what's known as an inverse head and shoulders. Okay, that would be our left shoulder right here by this line. Okay, and then here's our head right here. And if we pull back and find support at this level, right here around 378, and then consolidate and rally, okay, then that right there is going to look pretty good, and can possibly give us the right shoulder that we need for an inverse head and shoulders, right? So the inverse head and shoulders would take us up here into this supply zone. So let me go ahead and draw that up for you and show you just kind of how that would work. But essentially you could, TradingView has a nice tool for the head and shoulders. What you can do is you can come in here. Here's your left shoulder, right? You pull back. Here's your head. Here's your right shoulder. And you can draw it all the way up to here, right, where it begins. Or what you can do is, you can take a trend line. Okay, if you're not using TradingView, you can just take a trend line and you draw it from the bottom, all right, to the top, right here, and then just duplicate that drawing or clone it, right, and then you'll put that right here, at your breakout level. Okay, and now just put it there at your breakout level, and you can see here that it will take us up to this supply zone up around 622. And there the supply zone up there is going to be from 622 all the way up to 704. That is going to be our next major supply zone where we could see a supply imbalance and prices start to drop back. Okay, the current supply imbalance that we're facing as our resistance is 443 up to about 503. All right, now above there I think that that's when we can go bullish. All right. And so I have another demand zone from 503 up to 5.5. That's where, I think that after we break out from here, we're going to be consolidating and chopping in this zone. And, when we pull out of that zone, this is the area that we're going to come back into and bounce off of potentially and look for, to catch this move. Okay. Because this doesn't have to be this line right here. It doesn't have to be a straight line up. Okay. What we can do is we can pull back, all right, and go a little bit choppy, right? Trade sideways right here, and then we have our breakout. We come back down, pull back, and then boom. Then we rally off, find demand in here, and then hit our target up here. So that's kind of my take on Sushi Swap. Now, all of that was mostly bullish. For bearishness, basically, if you're not in it right now and you didn't, already take profits on this trade, and you're looking to enter into a trade, I would wait to see if we pull back and find support right around 378. And if we do find support there at around 378 and we are able to rally and recover, then once you break out past about 443, that's going to be right around your breakout level. That's when you can look to, kind of scalp or trade the breakout from 443 up to about $6 and take profits along the way as you see fit. And, if we break that 378 level, then, most likely we are going to head back down towards this demand zone here, which is going to be about 315 down to 2.7. So those are all the key levels you need to maintain and watch. If you're new to trading and you're not quite experienced, then this may have seemed like a lot. All right. I have some tutorial videos that you guys can watch that might really help you guys out, and they're going to be right here. Okay.